Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. A good episode today. We're gonna go into all the parlays. A lot of good parlays. Got some good odds. Want to get to all your questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Put them in the comment section. But I wanna get into some parlays. Look at some good parlays. I also started a little early today. I want to see if this is a good time. I like going live. At this time, 2:30 on the East Coast, 1:30 where I'm at. So, guys, questions, comments, thoughts in the super chat. It's comments, questions, thoughts, super chats. Put them in the comment section. Love to get to them. Let me pay my bills early today. Got some of y'all already rolling in. Let me pay the bills first, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button. Subscribe if you have not already. Everybody smash the like button. We greatly appreciate that. After y'all do that, head on over to the Patreon and join the Patreon. $5 a month gets y'all the absolute best gambling advice. It gets you Ask the Bookie anything. It gets you lock of the week. I've already dropped one lock that I love. I'm going to drop another one today, and I'll get y'all a third lock closer to fight night. So last week I gave you 3 locks that hit. I'm going to give you 3 more that are going to hit this week. We're going to be off to a great start on this month. We still got 2 weeks up this month. We're off to a great start. Had a tremendous week last week, but we're in great shape, guys. So please join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also pinned in the chat. Just $5 a month gets y'all the absolute best gambling advice. After y'all do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move in stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Let me get to some of these. So I'm going to try to go live again today. I'm going to try to do 2 shows today. Probably do an earlier show, probably about 6:30 on the East Coast, probably. I do that. I'm going to go live twice today. I dropped the Joette Gonzalez videos. Joette Gonzalez and Brandon Figueroa is live. I called for the upset on that one. So make sure to check out that video. We live for that. Additionally, again, 2 shows today. Tomorrow, I'm going to go live early. I'm going to the press conference, and on Friday, I got the weigh-in. Saturday is the Bam Rodriguez fight, so I got something every day. But I'm going to bring you guys content every day. I'm going to get you interviews, stuff like that from the press conference and weigh-in, and I'm still going to do at least 1 show a day. I'm going to do 1 show a day, Thursday and Friday, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to get you guys content from the weigh-ins and the press conference and the fight night and everything like that. All right, so that's the plan for the week. Tomorrow will be an early show. I will do another show today, but let's get into it. All right. Rando says, let's get paid. That's always a good idea, Rando. What up, Rocket? What up, my dude? What up, PJ? PJ's in the house. DJ Green's in the house. Appreciate y'all. Rando's in the house. Muscles just left the gym. What's up, champ? It's good to thank you for joining us, Muscles. Thanks for joining us. Havelock is in the house. I'm just here. You are here, Havelock. You will not get fined. Rocket's here too. Let me check out this. Let me check out this. Let me check this out real quick. All right. He's got over 10.5 on Figueroa. Love that. All right, so that's 1 for 1. I co-sign. Over 10.5 on Fundora Zoo. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Mixayo wins. Picasso wins. The one I'm not in love with there is the over 10.5 on Fundora Zoo. The other 3 legs I love. I'm not saying it doesn't hit. I'm just not. He's not minus 160. I'm all right with that. The other 3 legs I love, though, Rocket. Hello, Gary. Love from the UK. What up, fellow? Follow Mike TV. It's good to have you aboard. Jab is in the house. What up, Jab? Any odds for Cruz versus Fiorello over to go the distance? We're going to look at it in a minute. We're going to get to it in a minute, 79. What's good, King? What's up? King is in the house. While I'm picking Zoo to win, Fundora by decision at plus 300 is a good bet. Yeah, Fundora by decision is not a bad bet at plus 300. Fundora ain't stopping him. He couldn't stop a blind Tim last time. That's a fair point. I do think he's getting stopped, though. I think someone's getting stopped in this fight, and I think it's Fundora. All right, let's pull up the book real quick. Yeah, so I got no props on Figueroa. I'm not touching these. Sharenko, Lappin. Can I get a prop on this fight? Okay, Lappin and Edmondson. I love this to go over 8.5. I love the over on this fight. Lappin and the over, I absolutely love. I would lock in on that. I think there's no chance that this doesn't go the distance. Edmondson's going to be in survival mode. Lappin's not overly aggressive. They both like to jab. They both like to use their height and reach. We're going over 8.5 on that one. Abel Ramos, I think it's just a good bet. I just take Abel Ramos on the money line. I like it. Coley and Kevin Lorena. This is an interesting one. The props on this. I want either fighter to be knocked down prop because I think Lorena gets knocked down in this fight. I like to go the distance. No. I like the not to go the distance prop on this fight. I think Lorena's getting stopped in this fight. Or he'll stop Okoli because Okoli's flawed too. But there's a lot. The guys are flawed in this fight. They're easy to hit. When heavyweights are easy to hit, it tells me someone's getting knocked out. Okoli by stoppage is almost even money. I like that bet. But I would just take the little bit worse odds and take to not go the distance. I would lock that. I like that bet a lot. Usyk and Dubois. You guys know I like this. I like Usyk to win at minus 300. I'm just taking it. I kind of like Usyk by decision, and it's paying plus 200. My guess, my inkling here is Usyk by decision at plus 200. I like Usyk by decision in this fight. One of the props, though, I like in this fight is either fighter to be knocked down. Yes, I like it. I like either fighter to be knocked down. I would take that prop. That is a good prop bet I like. I like that better than the fight to go the distance or the fight not to go. I like this prop here. Either fighter to be knocked down, minus 250. I think someone's getting knocked down in the fight. Mark Messiah minus 800. Again, that's a little wide to me. This is a real fight. And Picasso minus 1,400. Rocket got a much better book on this. Rocket got Picasso at minus 1,000. I like that better. But you can feel safe in adding Picasso to your money line. You can to your parlay. You can just throw Picasso in. Messiah, he wins, but at minus 800, I don't like the price on it. Honestly, like Picasso at minus 1,400 is much safer. If you can get him at minus 1,000, like Rocket has in his book, I would take it. Gary Russell Jr., this is high value. Just take it. Gary Russell Jr., Hugo Castaneda. I think Gary Russell stops him. I'm familiar with Hugo Castaneda. I know him well. I know him personally. He's originally from Mexico, but he trains and fights and lives now in the Rio Grande Valley. I know Hugo well. This is not a real fight. He is going to get washed by Gary Russell Jr. Isaac Cruz and Angel Fierro. The odds keep getting wider and wider and wider on this. I like the over. I don't have a prop on the over. I don't like Cruz on the money line here. I'm going to lay off of that. I want to take a poll. I'm going to take a poll. Guys, I'm going to start a poll real quick. Zoo versus Fandora. All right, I'm gonna let you guys pick. Guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Let me know which video you want me to do next. I'm gonna do both of them, but which one do y'all want me to do next? I'm gonna make this a little bit of a shorter show today. Probably keep it right around a half hour. I like this to go over. I like Cruz to win, but I don't like it at all at plus 650. Honestly, if I had to bet on this fight, I would take Fiaro because I just at 425, it might be worth it. If I get Fiaro by decision, what is that paying? I may look at that. I do think Cruz is going to win, but I just don't like the price of it at 650. I like the fight to go over. Figueroa and Gonzalez. I like the fight to go over as well, and I'm going to roll the dice here and take Gonzalez. I think Figueroa is shot. I think he's faded. I think Joet Gonzalez is a little bit disrespected. I think this is going to be a high action, high energy fight. And I think Joet Gonzalez has a little bit more left in the tank. And Figueroa's fade, his decline is so reminiscent of Omar's. I don't see this. I like the over. The over would be my bet. But if I want to bet on the outcome of the fight, I would take Joet Gonzalez on the money line here. Plus 210. I think there's good value in there. And just straight up, I think Figueroa is more faded. I think this is the night that Gonzalez gets it done. He's lost some close decisions. He's been close. I think this is where he gets the right decision. It goes his way. It goes his way. Fandora Zoo. Knockdowns. Either fighter to be knocked down. Yes. That's the prop I like. Either fighter to be knocked down, I would take yes. That's the prop I like on that fight. I like the fight not to go the distance, but that's the prop I like the most. Someone's getting knocked down in that fight. Pacheco and McCombie to take Pacheco on the money line. Barrios and Pacquiao. Either fighter to be knocked down. Yes, I think someone is getting knocked down in that fight for sure. And then Bam Rodriguez, same thing, knockdowns. I want to get back to it real quick. To be knocked down. Either fighter to be knocked down, yes, minus 650. I don't love that. The one I do, I'm gonna mess with. I'm gonna mess with two things here. Barrios Pacquiao, a prop that I like a lot. I love Barrios at minus 275. I'd probably leave it at that. But Mario Barrios by TKO. But Barrios by stoppage. Yeah, I'd get in on that. Oh, I'd get in on that. A plus 135. That's paying plus money. I'd get in on that. And then the other one I would take is Bam Rodriguez at minus 3,000. I like this a lot. Bam by decision. That is my guess. I like Bam by decision at plus 350. I like the over at 7.5, but I really like Bam by decision. That's my guess. If you ask me, Gary, predict this fight, I would take Bam by decision. So if that's paying plus 350, I think that is tremendous value. The other prop I think is tremendous value. It doesn't go the distance. Yes, plus 340. Just take it. At plus 340, I would roll with that because just in case Kofu wins, the outside chance of that, he's going to win by decision. He's not going to stop Bam Rodriguez, so he's going to win by decision. So at plus 340, I would take Bam by decision, or I would take the fight to go the distance. But those are the props I like. Let me take a leak real quick. I'll be right back. I got to take a leak real quick. I will be right back. All right. Sorry about that. All right. I had to take a leak. All right. Let's get back to these. Pandora got his nose turned into a rotten tomato in round 2. Tim, for the love of God, please don't run into the beanpole elbows. I'm tired of Pandora hype job. I think that's a good take. I agree with that. Abel Ramos' fight is canceled. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You got a link for that, Muscles? Where you seeing that? Yeah. All right. I'm seeing that now, too. Oh, you're right. It is canceled, unfortunately. It's crazy, bro. Got destroyed by Brian Mendoza and so that he's a pussy in that fight, and that hype train didn't stop. People like him. PBC liked him. I remember him fighting Jamonte Clark early in his career, and it didn't go well. Yeah, I was never really – it was fun to watch him, and I understand why he's tricky and why he's a lot, but I was never really on that hype train either. Yeah, DJ, what are you getting on that? Over 5.5? I would take that. I would take over 5.5 on that. We act like Bam doesn't fight down to the level of his competition. He does. He absolutely does. And I'm not saying he didn't fight. Kofu was bad. Kofu was good, right? But like he doesn't. He's not the legend, right? So, if a fighter gets knocked down, it's not going the distance. Yeah, boxing media foams at the mouth for him. The Zone crew said he's a pound for pound guy during his sister's fight. Wild. Shake my head. Anybody else would be crucified and called a white bully all day. I don't disagree, Jab. I'm glad the boxing world has come around. I've been hating Fedora myself since 2021. Fiora, what odds is not a bad bet? Right now, I don't think it's a bad bet. Like it's just wild. Like it's these odds right now to me are crazy. Like crazy odds. I think Cruz might go the distance. No, I think so too. I think it does go. I would at least take the over. I'd bet the over on it, DJ. The boxing community calls Shiraz a weight bully, and casuals calls Haney a weight bully. But Fedora gets a pass because he makes the weight. How is he a weight bully? I agree. I agree. I mean, look, he makes the weight. He makes the weight. It is what it is. But it's fair to call him a weight bully. I think that's fair. Xander is a tough fight next weekend versus Jorge. He might lose. I gotta watch the tape on that. Let me get back to you on that, Muscle. Let me watch the tape. I'll get to next week after this. Yo, what up, Gary? Good to catch the video. It's good to have you here, David. Thanks for jumping on live. It's good to have you here. Don't count Fedora. I'm not totally counting him out. I just think Zoo's gonna win. For sure, box. Yeah, I would take that. Over 10, over 5.5 is minus 310. I would put that up all night. This is not an easy fight. Kofu is cautious. He's not going to open up, and it's not easy to hit. Like I like the over 5.5 rounds here for sure. I would take that at minus 310. Can you go over the parlays again? I can. I can, and I will. I will. Fedora, not great, but he finds a way, except with Brian in fighting. You know, he's a hard guy to prep for, right? I said, how do you find another guy at 6'7" to spar? Like, how do you prepare for a guy who's 6'7"? I get why he's difficult. Yeah, I'll go over that parlay again. Let me do that for you. Let me go over the props for you again. So the Amo Williams fight is off. Amo Williams needs a new opponent, and Abel Ramos is off as well. Guys, this ain't going great. This is not helping my bets. Those are two guys I was going to parlay together, and now they're both off. It's not great, guys. It's not great. This is screwing with my parlay here. All right, so let me go over these again. Sirenko money line, Lappin money line. I love the over on Lappin. Abel Ramos, that is off. Akoli fight to go the distance. No, I like the Akoli fight not to go the distance. Usyk money line, I love that. Usyk by decision. I would take Usyk by decision at plus 200. I would take either fighter to be knocked down in the Usyk Dubois fight. I do like that. Mixayo at minus 800. I would take Mixayo by 800. Picasso, I would take that. Gary Russell Jr. at minus 1,600. I certainly like that. Joet Gonzalez. I would take Gonzalez. I would also take this fight to go the distance. I would take the over on Gonzalez. And I would take the over on Gonzalez and Figueroa for sure. Either fighter to be knocked down, I like that in the Zoo fight. Either fighter to be knocked down in the Barrios fight, I like that. Either fighter to be knocked down in the Ben Rodriguez fight, I like that. Barrios by KO. I definitely like Barrios by KO. This to me is a great bet at plus 135. Rodriguez by decision is a bet I like a lot. That's plus 350. And then Rodriguez and Cafoe is plus 340. That's probably a little safer. I'd probably take that instead. It's almost the same odds, but in case a miracle happens and Cafoe gets a decision, you got your tracks covered there. It didn't really cost you anything. That's what I got. That's a complete line. That's all the parlays I like. I'm going to be back for a second show today. I will absolutely be back for a second show today. A little bit quieter show, a little slower show today, but I appreciate everyone coming by. It's great to have y'all here. If you have any last minute questions, let me check my poll real quick. Guys, vote in the poll right now. Vote in the poll if you have not. Vote in the poll. Let me get my poll up here. You guys want Zoo and Fundora next. I'm going to close the poll in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the poll now. All right, so the next video I'm going to do is Zoo and Fundora. That is next. All right, appreciate y'all. Let me get through these, and then I'm going to wrap. Quicker show today. I will be live again tonight. I will put out a tweet. I think finds a way and plays that he's crafty in some way. He throws a lot. I'm not confident in Akoli. It's spooky. I'm less confident in Lorena. So take the fight to end by stoppage. You think the fight ends by stoppage, right, Boxton? I think the fight ends by stoppage. Take that prop if you want to. Your opponent is blinded by blood. It's easy to find a way. Tim still outlanded him in power shots, and he had a much better punchline percentage. I'm going to get to the tape. I'll have a much better take for y'all on the second show and tomorrow and such. I have an underdog parlay, Lorena Ferrero, $20 to make $1,800. I don't think it hits, but it's worth it. It's worth rolling the dice. It's not impossible. How do you feel about Sirenko versus? I don't love the price on it, but Sirenko's going to win. Ooh, you guys are hating on Sirenko. I think you guys want to. You think he's going to lose? I mean, look, if you guys think he's going to lose to Salman Dakar, there's money to be made. I don't think Sirenko's the best thing either. I think Dakar's just got knocked out by David Adelaide in like 60 seconds or less. I think that just happened. I don't know who he ever beat. Maybe I'll get to the tape on this one, but I top of my head, I definitely like Sirenko. I don't love the price on it because, again, I don't think Sirenko's a killer, or anything like that. But I think Sorenko wins the fight. I would feel confident in betting Sorenko. All right. Do I have any more to get to? Mixayo opponent has a massive body shots. I don't think anything. Yeah, I would not bet on that fight, guys. I don't think the Mixayo fight is worth the price. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. I will be live again tonight. I will be live at all right, now I'm gonna do some tape on this fight too. I don't think Sorenko is good, but I don't think he deserves the hate that he's getting. I'm gonna do some tape, Jab. I'll let you know. I'm gonna do this fight too. I'm gonna do Pandora, and then I'm gonna do this. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap. Appreciate everyone. I did. Now I don't know because Jab is messing with my brain. I value what Jab says. Jab gives a lot of good insight. I would have taken Sorenko on the money line. I'd probably take him by stoppage, but now I got to pull the tape. Now, I will let you know. I will get to the tape on this one for sure. For sure. All right. I'll be back tonight. In the interim, check out the video I just dropped, Gonzalez and Figueroa. That is live. It is July 16th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.